Hello, and welcome back to Easy Talk.
Hi everyone, we are so happy to see you today. For anyone new here, and I'm Jack, we're here to help you practice real, everyday English. If you're enjoying learning with us, please hit that subscribe button and give this video a like. It really helps us reach more English learners around the world. Okay, let's unlock some English today.
Are you ready, Jack?
Always ready. Let's do this. So, Emma, I noticed some beautiful photos on your phone yesterday.
Oh, those were from my trip to Paris last year.
I love seeing your Paris photos. How long were you there?
About 2 weeks. It was my first time in France.
What was your favorite thing about visiting Paris?
Honestly, the atmosphere, the cafes, the architecture, the art.
I've heard the croissants are amazing there.
Hey, really are. Every neighborhood has its own special bakery.
You must have tried them all.
I tried to. What about you, Sam? Have you traveled much?
I've traveled to several places: Japan, Mexico, and around Canada.
That's right. You lived in Tokyo for 2 years.
Best 2 years of my life. Teaching English there was amazing.
You always have such great stories from that time.
So many memories. The food, the people, everything. Travel creates such wonderful memories.
It does. And that's our topic today.
Yes. Today we're talking about traveling abroad. Such an exciting topic. Shall we explore the world together?
Let's do it.
So, Emma, let's start with a basic question. Why do people travel?
There are so many reasons. Where should we begin?
Maybe with the most common ones. Well, many people travel for vacation and for relaxation, a break from daily routine.
Exactly. Beaches, mountains, new cities. Escaping the stress of work and ordinary life.
Others travel to experience different cultures, food, music, art, traditions. Seeing how other people live opens your mind.
What about adventure travel?
Yes, some people look for thrilling experiences. Climbing mountains, scuba diving, safari trips, experiences you can't have at home.
I think that's one reason. I love travel. The excitement of something completely new.
Exactly. Even getting lost can be an adventure. That's a very positive way to look at it. What draws you to travel?
I love food cultures. Eating authentic local dishes, not the tourist restaurants. No, the tiny family shops, where locals actually eat.
That's where you find the real flavors.
Food tells you so much about a culture. History, geography, values all in one dish.
Exactly. Travel through eating. Planning a trip can feel overwhelming. Do you have any advice?
Start with the basics.
Where do you want to go?
Choosing a destination is the first step. Think about what kind of experience you want. A relaxing beach, a busy city, or natural scenery? Your answer helps narrow down your options.
What about budget?
Very important. Travel costs vary a lot. The same length of trip can cost 10 times more, depending on where you go. Southeast Asia is generally very affordable, while Western Europe can be quite expensive. Set a realistic budget before booking anything. Include spending money, not just flights and hotels.
Good point. Many people forget daily expenses. What about timing?
Consider the destination's best season. Rainy season somewhere tropical might not be ideal unless you like fewer crowds and lower prices.
That's a good point.
Also consider public holidays and festivals. Traveling during holidays means bigger crowds. But sometimes the festivals are worth it, like Chinese New Year in Hong Kong or cherry blossom season in Japan. The experience might be worth the extra people. It's all about what matters most to you.
Once you've decided where and when, what's next?
Book your flights first. They're often the biggest expense and prices change quickly.
Do you have any tips for finding good flight deals?
Book in advance, usually 6 to 8 weeks before. Not too early and not too late. Be flexible with dates. If possible, midweek flights are often cheaper.
Usually, yes.
Tuesday and Wednesday are often the best value. What about accommodation? There are so many options now. Hotels, hostels, Airbnb.
How do you choose?
It depends on your priorities.
What do you prioritize?
Location is number one for me, being close to sites, and transportation.
Exactly.
I'd rather have a smaller room in a great location than a fancy hotel, far from everything. What about you, Sam?
I like quiet neighborhoods, more residential areas.
That's nice.
It feels more authentic. You see how local people live. Plus, it's usually cheaper than tourist areas. Reading reviews is also very important.
Definitely.
Other travelers' experiences help a lot. Emma, let's talk about helpful travel apps. Technology has made traveling much easier. What apps do you recommend?
Google Maps is essential. It works offline too. You can download maps before you go.
Yes, that's very important. If you won't have data, what else?
Translation apps, like Google Translate. You can point your camera at signs and menus, instant translation.
Very helpful abroad. What about currency apps?
XE Currency is great for checking exchange rates. So if a price is fair,
Exactly.
it's hard to think in foreign currency sometimes.
What about finding places to eat?
TripAdvisor and Yelp have reviews from other travelers. You can find highly rated restaurants near you and avoid tourist traps.
What about transportation apps?
Each city has different ones. Research before you go, like Uber in some countries or Grab in Southeast Asia. Knowing the local apps saves money and time.
What about tracking flights?
That's useful. For delays and gate changes, apps like Flight 24 or airline apps, you get notifications about your flight status. Very helpful. For nervous travelers,
What about staying organized?
I love TripIt. It organizes all your bookings, flights, hotels, activities, all in one place. You forward your confirmation emails and it builds your itinerary.
That sounds incredibly useful. No more searching through hundreds of emails. What's your single, most important travel app?
Honestly, offline maps. When you're lost, without internet. That has saved me. Many times, when all else fails, you can still find your way. Packing is an art.
Do you have any wisdom to share?
I'm still learning, but I have some tips.
Please share.
First, make a packing list. Don't rely on your memory. Writing it down helps you not forget things. I start my list a week before traveling, and I add things as I think of them.
Exactly.
Then check items off as you pack.
What about the age-old question? Roll or fold clothes?
Rolling. It saves space and reduces wrinkles.
I've heard about packing cubes too.
They're wonderful. For organization, small bags that keep categories separate.
Yes,
Shirts in one, pants in another. It makes finding things so much easier, especially in a big suitcase.
what about essential items?
Passport and copies of important documents. Keep copies separate from the originals in different bags. If one gets lost, you still have a backup.
What about adapters and chargers?
Essential. Different countries have different plug types. I learned that the hard way. In London, no phone for a day.
Exactly.
Now I always bring a universal adapter. Pack any medications you need. With prescriptions, that helps. At customs, and if you need more.
What about packing light?
Less is more. You can usually buy what you forget, and carrying less is much easier, especially if you use public transportation. For first-time travelers, airports can feel confusing. They are big places with many steps.
Let's walk through the process. This will make it feel easier.
You arrive at the airport. You look for your airline. Find your airline's check-in counter or use the self-service kiosks. These machines are very helpful. Print your boarding pass and check your luggage. This is how you prepare for the flight. Checked bags go under the plane. Carry-on bags stay with you. Each airline has different rules for bag size. You should always check before you fly. After check-in, you go to security. This is where safety checks happen. Security screening is where they check for prohibited items. They make sure everyone is safe. Remove laptops from your bags. Put liquids in clear plastic bags. The liquid rule is important. No container can be larger than 100 milliliters. All liquids must fit in one small clear bag. If not, they will throw them away. I always forget about my water bottle. You must drink it or dump it before security. After security, you find your departure gate. The gate number is on your boarding pass. Always check the screens. Gates can change. Wait until your boarding zone is called. Then you can get in line. When you board, find your seat. Then you can relax. The adventure is beginning. Your journey is officially starting. You've landed in the new country. Now the next steps begin. First, you go through immigration. This is the passport check. Have your passport and any visa documents ready. This makes the process faster. The officer may ask questions. They want to know why you are visiting. They might ask your purpose of visit. They might also ask how long you are staying. They will ask if it is business or pleasure. Keep your answers simple and honest. After immigration, you go to baggage claim. This is where you collect your checked luggage. Find the carousel with your flight number. Your bags will come out there. Then you go to customs. This is another important step. Customs checks what you are bringing into the country. They make sure you follow the rules. Some things cannot be brought in. Certain foods, plants, and large amounts of cash are restricted. Each country has different rules. It is good to check before you travel. Usually, you walk through the green lane. That means you have nothing to declare. If you have items to declare, you use the red lane. This is for special items. After customs, you are free. Now it is time to go to your accommodation. Research transport options before you arrive. This saves time and stress. Airport taxi, bus, or train are common choices. Knowing your options helps avoid scams.
Emma, let's talk about money when traveling abroad. This is a very important topic.
Different countries use different currencies. Euros, yen, and dollars are common examples. Euros are used in much of Europe. Yen is used in Japan. Dollars are used in the United States. Every country has its own money.
How do you get local currency? There are several ways to do it.
ATMs are usually the easiest option. They give you local cash.
Yes, ATMs dispense local money. Just be careful about fees.
Your bank might charge for international withdrawals. It's good to check before you go.
What about exchanging money? That is another option.
Be careful about exchange rates and fees. Some places charge a lot. Airport exchange counters often have bad rates. They are usually the worst. Exchange a small amount for immediate needs. Then find better rates in the city.
What about credit cards?
They are very useful in many countries, but they are not accepted everywhere. Small shops often need cash. Street food usually needs cash. It's good to carry both.
Any other money tips?
Yes. Tell your bank you are traveling. This stops them from blocking your card. They might think foreign use is suspicious. That happened to my friend in Tokyo. It was very stressful. A quick call before you leave prevents problems. It saves a lot of trouble.
Emma, not everyone speaks English abroad. This can be a challenge.
Yes, communication can be difficult, but there are good ways to handle it.
What is the first step?
Learning a few basic phrases helps a lot. Even just hello, thank you, and please. These small words are powerful.
Exactly. Locals appreciate the effort. It shows respect for their culture.
Even if your pronunciation is terrible. Mine usually is. People still appreciate that you tried. They see your effort.
What about translation apps?
They are incredibly useful now. You can even use your phone's camera. Point it at a sign and read the translation. Technology has made travel much easier, but you should not rely only on your phone. Your battery might die, or you might not have internet.
So what is a good backup plan?
Carry a small phrasebook or download offline translations. That is good advice. It keeps you prepared.
What else helps with communication?
Speaking slowly and clearly in English. Use simple words. Avoid complicated vocabulary and slang. Gestures and pointing can also help. Body language is very useful. A smile goes a long way everywhere. It is the most universal language. Patience is very important. Language barriers take time. Do not get frustrated. Stay calm and kind. Most people want to help, even when communication is hard.
Emma, let's talk about solo and group travel.
Both have advantages and disadvantages.
What are the benefits of solo travel?
There are many good reasons to go alone. You have complete freedom. You choose everything yourself. You wake up when you want. You eat what you want. There is no need to compromise. You don't have to agree with anyone else.
What else is good about solo travel?
You meet more people.
Really? That's interesting. How does that happen?
When you travel alone, you are more approachable. You also talk to more strangers.
Exactly. Some of my best travel friendships started that way. Are there challenges with solo travel?
Yes, it can feel lonely sometimes, especially during meals. Eating alone in restaurants can feel strange at first.
What about safety?
Solo travelers need to be extra careful. You have no one to watch your bag. Even going to the restroom can be risky. That is a very practical concern. You always need to stay alert.
Now, what about group travel?
It is great for sharing experiences. Memories are better when they are shared. You can also split costs. Taxis and apartments are cheaper when you share. That is very helpful. And having someone to take your photos is nice. That is an underrated benefit.
Are there any downsides to group travel?
Yes, you have to agree on everything. Different people have different priorities. Some want museums and others want beaches. Compromise is essential. Choosing the right travel companions matters a lot. Why?
You should travel with people whose style matches yours. It makes everything easier. Emma, let's share some travel memories. I love talking about past trips. What is your most memorable travel experience? I'm curious to hear it.
Sitting in a Parisian cafe drawing the street scene for 3 hours. It was so peaceful.
That sounds wonderful. It feels very calm.
The waiter was so patient with me. I only had one coffee.
What made it so special? Why did it feel different?
The slow pace was the best part. In Paris, people really sit and enjoy life. They are not rushing. They just watch the world go by.
That sounds like pure relaxation. It must have been lovely.
What about you, Sam? What is your most memorable experience?
I'd love to share. Seeing snow fall on the streets of Montreal was unforgettable.
That sounds beautiful. When did it happen?
It was winter. It was minus 30 degrees.
That must have been freezing. I can't imagine that cold.
My nose hairs literally froze, but the city looked magical.
Those are the moments that stay with you forever. They become part of you. Do you have any funny travel stories? I'm sure you do.
So many. Once I got on the completely wrong bus in Hong Kong.
Where did you end up? It sounds like a big mistake.
In a tiny fishing village far from anywhere. It was very unexpected.
That sounds stressful. I would be nervous.
It became an adventure. I explored the village and ate amazing seafood. The best accidents become the best memories. They are often the most fun.
Exactly. Sometimes getting lost leads to wonderful discoveries.
Travel teaches you to embrace the unexpected. That is a great lesson. Flexibility is one of the most important travel skills. You must be ready to change plans. Life's best moments are often unplanned. That is very true. Safety is very important when traveling abroad. It should always be a priority.
Absolutely. Let's talk about some useful tips.
First, research your destination. Know which areas are safe and which to avoid. Tourist areas can attract pickpockets. You should always be aware of your surroundings.
What about important documents?
They need extra care. Make copies of your passport, visas, and insurance. Keep them safe. Store copies separately from the originals. You can also email them to yourself. Then you can access them anywhere, even if you lose something.
What about money safety?
That is also very important. Don't carry all your cash in one place. Split it between bags and pockets. If one place gets stolen, you still have the rest. That helps a lot. Use hotel safes for valuables. Only carry what you need.
What about staying connected?
That is part of safety too. Register with your country's embassy or consulate. They can help in emergencies. Share your itinerary with family. Someone should always know where you are. Trust your instincts. If something feels wrong, it probably is. Better safe than sorry. Always listen to your feelings. Most places are safe if you are sensible. You just need to stay alert. Don't let fear stop you from traveling. The world is mostly full of good people. Most people want to help visitors. Kindness is found everywhere. Emma, respecting local customs is very important. It shows you care about the culture.
Very true. It helps you connect with people. What are some common etiquette differences?
They change a lot from country to country. Greetings vary widely. In some places, people bow. In France, people kiss on both cheeks. In other places, people just shake hands. The best idea is to observe locals. Follow what they do.
What about eating customs?
They can be very different. Tipping culture changes by country. In the US, tipping is expected.
In France, service is usually included. You don't have to tip much.
That is good to know before you go. It avoids awkward moments.
What about dress codes?
They are important in many places. Religious sites often require covered shoulders and knees. Churches and temples are examples. It is a good idea to carry a scarf or light cover. You can use it when needed.
What about table manners?
They vary a lot too. In some places, finishing all your food is polite. In other places, leaving a little shows you are full. That is completely opposite. It can be confusing.
In France, bread goes directly on the table. It does not go on your plate.
Really? That is surprising. I did not know that. And eating while walking is considered rude. I learned that with my baguette.
What about giving gifts?
There are many rules. In some cultures, gifts are opened immediately. In others, you wait. In China, do not wrap gifts in white paper. White is linked to funerals. Small details make big impressions. They really matter.
What about photographing people?
Always ask first. Not everyone wants to be photographed. You should respect their wishes.
What about body language?
Hand gestures mean different things. The OK sign is rude in some countries. Pointing is rude in many places. Use your whole hand or your head to point. Watch what locals do. The golden rule works everywhere. Treat others how you want to be treated. Sometimes things go wrong when you travel. That is a normal part of the experience.
How should we handle travel problems?
The most important thing is to stay calm. Panic makes everything worse. A clear mind helps you solve problems.
What if you miss a flight?
You should talk to the airline staff right away. They can often rebook you. They want to help you. Travel insurance is very helpful. It covers unexpected costs. It is always worth the small investment. It can save you a lot of money.
What if you lose your passport?
Contact your embassy immediately. They can give you emergency travel documents. This helps you get home. This is why having copies is so important. Copies make everything easier.
What about getting sick abroad?
Travel insurance covers medical emergencies. Find a hospital that works with international patients. Your hotel can usually help. Language barriers can make medical problems harder. Translation apps are very useful.
What if you are a victim of theft?
Report it to the local police. You need a report for insurance claims. It also helps protect others. Then contact your bank. Cancel your cards quickly. Quick action reduces damage. It keeps your money safe.
What else should we remember?
Stay calm and think clearly. Take a deep breath. Then solve one problem at a time. Problems happen. They do not have to ruin your trip. They often become good stories later. Some of my worst days became my best stories. Emma, let's practice with our travel vocabulary. This will help everyone remember the words. Great idea. Let's start with destination. Paris was my favorite travel destination. It is a beautiful city. That is a good example. Now let's try itinerary. We planned a detailed itinerary for our 2-week trip. It helped us stay organized.
What about luggage?
That word is very common. The airline lost my luggage. I had to buy new clothes in London. That is an adventure by itself. Now let's use customs. We waited an hour to get through customs at the airport. It was very busy. And now currency, that is about money. I exchanged currency at a bank in the city center. The rates were better there. Finally, adventure. That is a fun word. Traveling to a new country is always an adventure. You never know what will happen.
Beautiful sentences. Now it is your turn, viewers.
Pause and make your own sentences. Say them out loud for speaking practice. Do not worry about mistakes. That is how we learn. Using travel words in real sentences helps a lot. Practice makes them stick.
Let's review our key vocabulary words. This will help everyone remember them clearly.
Great idea. Let's go through them one by one. The first word is destination. It is a noun. A destination is the place you are traveling to. It is your final stop. For example, what is your dream vacation destination? Try making your own sentence. The second word is itinerary. It is also a noun. An itinerary is a planned schedule for your trip. It shows what you will do each day. For example, I always share my itinerary with my family. Now try using itinerary.
The next word is luggage. It means your bags and suitcases. Everything you bring when you travel is your luggage. Pack light for easier travel. Now we have customs. This is an important place at the airport. Customs is where officials check what you bring into a country. They look for prohibited items. For example, you should declare valuable items at customs. Now you try. The next word is currency. It means the money used in a country. Dollars, euros, and yen are all currencies. Exchange some currency before your trip.
Our last word is adventure. It means an exciting experience. Travel is full of adventure. Every trip has something new. Now let's say all the words together. Repeat after us. Adventure, destination, itinerary, luggage, customs, currency.
Excellent work, everyone. You did a great job practicing today. We covered so much about travel. We talked about planning, money, safety, and culture. We also practiced useful vocabulary. These words will help you when you travel. Now it is time for our favorite part. It is the question of the day. Today's question is, what is your dream travel destination and why?
Think about it. Maybe it is a famous city. Maybe it is a quiet beach or a natural place. Tell us in the comments. Try to use our new vocabulary. For example, my dream destination is France. I want the adventure of exploring Paris.
We read every comment. We love hearing about your travel dreams. Thank you so much for practicing English with us today. You are doing an amazing job.
If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so you don't miss new lessons. We will see you in the next episode of English Unlocked. Until then, keep learning and keep practicing. Remember, every word you learn opens a new door. Bye everyone, and goodbye.